Let's get ready to grumble! Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Royal Grumble. I'm your host, Graham. We're back again. Hello, everybody. Hello, all of you out there in podcast land. We're here.
Hello.
So you can be too. Daryl's here to my left. How are you doing, Daryl?
Tired, mate.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, shame. Yeah, hard life, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely shattered.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
You're going to be less funny or more funny?
Well, I did make a joke before we went on air, did I?
Oh, less funny then. Yeah, that's true. You've used one of the four that you've got.
I mean, you were thoughtful enough to do it before we went on air, rather than me having to edit it out later.
You went for a pre-broadcast joke, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because we're good now. We're nice people now.
Well, sometimes.
Well, okay, we're nice to people who listen to us. Sitting in the corner to my right is Dan. How are you doing?
I'm also tired.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're all tired, okay? You know,
Mine's from fun, though.
Oh, well. Oh,
yeah.
Fun. So, why? What have you been doing?
I went to a gig on Thursday.
Oh.
And I was one of the youngest people there, which shows like the age demographic of the band Hot Snakes, which is cool. And then I went to Fight Club Pro yesterday. And that went long.
All right. What a wrestling show went long. That's a bit weird, that, isn't it?
Fight Club Pro always goes long.
Yeah, it's a bit like 1PW.
Yeah. I don't know anybody.
How was it? Was it all right?
Yeah, it was a very, very good show.
Good.
Yeah, it only had 5 matches on, but all of them were quite entertaining.
5 matches and it went long.
Yeah, but all matches were getting quite a bit of time and stuff, and they had 2 intermissions because of some tech issues or something.
I haven't done in ages. Like I should do this now impromptu before he does his opening contest. The Great British Grumble, because nothing's happened for ages.
All right, I'll do a quick run through a Fight Club Pro if you want.
Yeah, now.
So there was an attack tag
10.
Attack tag titles run through.
Bong!
Fucking hell. Shit.
He swore. Is that again?
Oh.
That's 2. Double swear.
Sorry, Joshua. That's a nice little reference for one guy at least who's 5-year-old I taught to swear last week.
We're personally sorry, okay?
I'm also kind of proud.
We back him on his opinions on Dave Meltzer, but we don't back the language he used. So,
So yeah,
Royal Grumble, whilst the Royal Grumble does endorse its talents, opinions, it does not, however, endorse the language that they used.
The big thing was Keith Lee versus Amore rematch from a big match last year. And Trent Seven's belly. There was a elimination 10-man tag to end the show, which ended with Millie McKenzie being like the hero at the end, trying to take on Chris Brooks before she got beaten down by debuting Ginny. It was a really good show, and then they announced that they're doing the NEC in April, at the beginning of April.
Yeah, see, I thought that was the same as the National Indoor Arena here in Birmingham, Awooga, but it turns out it's not.
The exhibition centre.
That's disappointing for me.
But still, it's a massive show.
Yeah, but they just realised the NEC has got loads of different halls. So, like.
It'd be a small hall.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the SECC also has a bunch of halls, so it's been like that.
I can imagine them doing like the bigger hall, not the biggest hall in there, but one of the bigger halls, because they do get a big following in Wolverhampton and everything. So, and it's a big weekend of shows, because they're in Wolverhampton and Manchester as well. Yeah,
well, we'll keep up with the news on that one. There you are. So there's an impromptu Great British Grumble. But Dan, you have an opening contest for us.
I do.
Based on the news this week. This has been a bumper news week.
I'm a level with you. I've not done my own work.
Right, well, you're going to need to catch up and catch up fast. Go.
Yeah, you're going to have to catch up pretty quickly. So, on Thursday, Vince McMahon's Alpha Entertainment had their big announcement that the XFL was coming back.
Yes,
in
XFL.
2020.
XFL.
The XFL returns.
Hashtag XFL
just before the opening contest, I will point out, a few weeks ago when we talked about the possibility of this happening, I believe Daryl made a comment. And we have a little thing, which I don't know if you realise we do on this podcast, but whenever we actually, like, even jokingly promise something, we always follow through with it.
Yep.
It's become a thing we do now.
That's true.
And Daryl said, if the XFL's a thing, we're going to have to do a separate podcast to cover the XFL every week. So,
I'm so glad you did that.
Coming in 2020 is the XFL report, the XFL Grumble.
Amazing.
A weekly show alongside
No. Surely we call it the XFL.
XFL Grumble.
No?
Why?
It'll be rubbish.
Oh, that's not very nice.
The XFL Grumble.
You're going to have to learn football, Daryl.
Well,
You've got 2 years.
I think this would be a good jumping on point because, according to Vince McMahon, football's too complicated nowadays.
Yeah, good point, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 years to learn football and expunge all your criminal record.
Yeah. So the opening contest this week is So, Daryl, Graham, congratulations. You've both signed deals with the XFL.
Yes.
You're both going to be playing. Do you know what positions you'll be playing?
Tight end.
You're a tight end. You're a wide receiver, aren't you?
I mean, is there a goalkeeper in this sport?
Everyone loves a wide
Don't
receiver.
worry, I'll use my tight end, and you be the wide receiver, and we'll work together as a team.
Okay.
To score.
Okay.
Do a goal.
I don't know what's happening.
So the thing you need to know is what nickname do you want on the back of your jersey and why? Points for originality, how much it toes the line between PG and extremely offensive, and explanation of your branding.
Wait, well, mine crossed the line of...
Yeah, it crossed the line.
Very
Toe
much.
the line
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the thing.
You got to toe it. You can't cross
Because like some of the names in the XFL, they weren't overly offensive, but you know they were towing the line a bit. I mean, the most famous one's "He Hate Me," which doesn't fit into this as much, but there were a few others. Like I'm sure there was a guy called Baby Maker or something, and just all sorts of stuff. So
I seem to remember most of the players just went, "Oh, I'll just have my name," because they couldn't be bothered to think up of anything.
Yeah,
but anyway, okay,
which is why "He Hate Me" is the most well-known player, and he's still featured on all the publicity still.
Precisely, yeah. Well, on that note, I originally thought about just fertile, obviously, because you have to remember that.
Yeah.
I'm fertile, remember that. Thank you. We got someone to professionally say that. Paid someone to say that out loud. But then I changed my tactic. So, this is coming in 2020, right?
Yep.
We're undergoing a change in sport at the moment. We're undergoing a change in life, in society, empowerment. So my choice for the back of my jersey is actually "She Hate Me," #women can hate too, #feminism. Thank you very much.
Okay.
There you go.
#me too.
There you go. Well, you hate me too. That's not very nice. I thought we were friends. Come on. We do a little podcast together.
So you could have been like, "She hate me because I don't pay alimony," or something like that.
I'm still married.
I know.
What about 2020 though? Oh, he's
Mystic Mock strikes again.
I tell you what.
Sorry.
If I'm not married by the time that the XFL comes back, I think you have to buy me like a house or something.
I'll buy you. I'll not buy you a house, but I'll buy you a commemorative. The XFL footballs that you sell. I'm sure they'll really.
Could you
love
buy the
them.
one from Vince McMahon when he does that shill on the shopping channel where he sells the football and he sells the helmet and then he sells the whole XFL with the helmet and then he puts it with a WrestleMania t-shirt.
I'll buy you a canvas print of the point in the press conference where he got told there was a question from Darren something from Sports Illustrated and he just went, "Hello, Dan."
Amazing.
Daryl.
Okay, so what about in 2020? Like, I might decided to embrace like my like who am I to assume my own gender is what I'm saying. So like you wouldn't have "he hate me" or "she hate me." Surely you'd have "they hate me" because like pronouns, innit? And you just got like don't assume my pronouns. And I'm basically in 2020 I'll be like Pete Burns. Is he dead?
Pete Burns.
If
Pete Burns is dead.
Yeah, I won't be dead. But like you're like
Burns night the other
Maybe
night.
more
I don't
like
think that relates to Pete Burns.
This is probably more obscure reference, but more like Genesis Peorage from Robin Gristle.
literally don't know what that is.
Old Jenny.
Oh, yeah.
Genesis. Don't call him Jenny though.
No.
They refer to themselves as they
Yeah.
because him, Porridge and his wife were
Porridge.
a singular person.
Porridge.
Peorage.
All right.
Yeah, Peorage. They're a singular entity together.
Yeah, so that's what I'll be.
And they have plastic surgery to look like each other.
I'll be a singular entity together, and I'll be quarterback as well as the other one that catches it, because who knows?
Wide receiver.
Yeah, wide receiver.
Yeah, I'll be lobber and catcher.
Lobber and catcher.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with Graham.
Yeah.
That's fine. I literally made mine up as he said.
Yeah, I felt like you piggybacked a little bit on that one.
Yeah. Copycat. So
yeah. I mean, I had a better one earlier.
Yeah. But, well, was it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I mention it a lot because I know that he will get messages about it saying, "Oh, what did he say? What did he say?" Then he's going to have to tell him what I said.
It's a way to pester people.
Yeah.
It's a way to pester him.
Yeah. So if you want to know what I said, just message Dan.
There you go. Please feel free to do so. So yeah, the XFL's coming back, but it's completely separate to the WWE.
Yes.
You can tell it's separate by the fact that all the WWE personalities are promoting it, and it was filmed in the WWE studios, that the announcement, and the fact that the WWE Twitter account was promoting it, and the fact that Vince McMahon's money came from selling stock in the WWE. But it is completely separate.
Yep.
So
yeah, it will be, won't
do you think it'll be on the WWE network? Because they'll be like, we're expanding our horizons to include sport. For example, just a thought, maybe the XFL.
Yeah, when no TV companies want it. Yeah.
It'll be a game on Tuesday on NBC, and then Oh, that'll be NBC. They won't want us to do it.
They don't. NBC are staying well away from this.
It might be part of the Fox deal.
Well, I wondered. I thought like Fox. Is there you know how there's Fox Sports 1, right?
Yeah.
Is there a Fox Sports 12? Is there a Fox Sports Action where like they have kabaddi?
What's the American equivalent of Eurosport?
Fox Sports 2 HD.
And then
Plus
the
one.
equivalent of Free Sports is probably like Sinclair.
Yeah.
I think that's very unkind to Sinclair, considering that Sinclair
They're a bigger company than
Sinclair have an actual wrestling company on that, like, whereas Free Sports has 5-star. 5-star, give us free stuff. We're still, open to it. Dan's not, but
Can we talk about 5-star a second with what they announced this week? What they asked for?
What did they announce?
So they're like
British wrestling
a week away from their first live show on Free Sports, and they put up a post asking for videographers.
Yep.
Who are able to do quick turnarounds, who have their own equipment to film and audio record and everything, and to get a load of stuff produced for them very quickly.
Must bring your own camera.
Yeah. They're a week away from having technically a nationally televised TV show, and they're only just going, oh, we might need some videographers for this.
You guys both did that in the past. Why are you not applying?
Because we've done it in the past.
That's your excuse for everything.
Yeah.
That's your excuse for
do you know when somebody says you need your own camera?
Yep.
That rings an alarm bell.
Does it?
Yeah, because it usually means you don't want to get paid. If we can't afford to provide equipment, we can't afford to pay you.
You just get the company to buy the equipment for you. That's what I've found.
That's how we're recording this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is true. You know he's not getting paid anymore.
Go on.
Enzo Amore.
Why?
He's a massive dong. Like, does that count as swearing?
No.
No. Well, he's just the worst, right? So let's address the story right now. Obviously, he's been accused of rape. There was a police charge filed in
October. Yeah,
somewhere. Anyway, I must admit I'm not quite sure where. There's no charges been brought yet, but there's a police report filed. Enzo though didn't feel like it was important to mention any of this to WWE at any given point.
What day did he get fired?
I think he got fired on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday. He got sent home. Apparently,
Monday he got suspended.
Yeah.
Apparently, he showed up at Raw, and Vince saw him and said, "What the hell are you doing here? Go home."
Yeah, wait. He turned up at Raw.
Yeah, this is important.
Wearing a T-shirt that says "Today is the greatest day of my life."
Phenomenal.
And then on the back, it says, "I can't wait for tomorrow."
What a huge bell!
Do you think that Vince, as Enzo walking out the door, saw the back of the T-shirt and went, "Yeah, I'm firing tomorrow"?
Yeah, definitely. It was like,
he was going to do it on spot, but
he'd have got somebody else. Somebody else would have had to tell him what was on the back of the T-shirt because Vince can't see that far.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah. And plus, also, he's all thinking about the XFL and stuff. So, yeah. Phenomenal.
What if he's fired him so he can be in the XFL? I mean, it's preemptive.
He's definitely not, because he's just the worst.
Yeah, he is. He's going to have a rap career probably now.
Yeah, didn't he claim that he was going to do that a while ago?
Yeah. Have you heard his freestyle?
No.
It was terrible.
Smack talker Skywalker. I can walk to the unemployment office, mate. That's what you can do, Skywalker.
Yeah.
So the upshot of this is that 205 Live is definitely now 205 Dead.
Yeah.
No, their official line on this is that they're changing tact.
He's abdicated the title.
Bloody hell.
Well, it's like they're also getting a GM.
Yes, precisely.
And have you heard who was going to be GM before all this?
Yeah.
No? Oh, Summer Rae.
Summer Rae. And the reason why she wasn't the GM is because she's tall.
She's too tall. They're like, oh, we don't want you to make the wrestlers look too small. Yeah,
I mean, it's not like...
They don't mind Stephanie doing that, do they?
Stephanie only does it in like a verbal way. She just cuts them down that way.
Oh, that's something we haven't mentioned yet on there that I'll need to add to that. But just Stephanie.
Yeah.
Because we'll do
it as part of the preview.
We will, but if you remember my prediction, well, all I'm saying is it's definitely coming true now. That's fact, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't deny it. So 205 Live may not be 205 Dead after all. They actually had a match this week that people reacted to.
Yeah.
They had a little match between Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander. Basically what they did was, and I don't blame them for doing this, in a panic, they flung out two people and went, just have a mental match. And it worked. People actually reacted. So when Noam Dar is announced as a GM next week, we'll see how far down that goes.
You know, people think he's going to be the GM.
Yeah, I think
because of stuff he's been posting on Twitter.
Yeah.
Billy Kidman.
Oh, do you know what? Honestly, it's so weird you were about to say that because I thought it could be Billy Kidman.
I only want it to be Billy Kidman if he has his entrance music.
But the proper entrance music, not the first one, the rap one.
Yeah, the one with all the words in it.
You can run if you want to. the most unfitting music in the history of the world.
But like, can you imagine him as GM? He'd just be like,
yeah.
Did you know I used to date Tori Wilson?
Tori Wilson. Oh, right. I'm going to say it now. No, I want to say it now.
There's definitely. I've got
Billy
some stuff
Kidman
to talk about that
crying.
She's a banger, isn't she?
No, he's not, because he's got that stored in the bank.
Oh, yeah.
He's got
no, but
sort of. Right. Got it stored in the bank. Like, I'm pretty sure he'd prefer to be making deposits in the bank.
Deposits. Splendid. On a slight note related to the old 205, I think the Rich Swan's all his charges have been dropped. So
yes,
he's going to have the title. Definitely, they're going to hand it straight to him.
So
it can only go well. There's a curse, isn't there?
Well, with this one, I got told a story yesterday. I don't know if it's public knowledge or not.
Throw it in. Why not?
Yeah. About
all 40 of the people can tell other people.
What has happened, like what actually happened that night, where apparently it's because she was drunk and jumped out the car while it was moving, and he was genuinely trying to help her out of concern.
Yeah. Is this not smelling a little bit like, oh, well, now that we're getting on again, oh, this is what happened?
Yes.
We don't know one way or another, do we?
I mean, it's a weird thing with this type of case to get serious for
allegedly.
a second.
Just keep saying allegedly, Daryl, whilst he talks.
Because
allegedly.
It's really difficult to get prosecutions in these type of cases.
Allegedly.
So it's hard to really judge dropping your charges. I mean, Bram got his charges dropped, and he definitely allegedly did it all.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah.
The way you just said it then, it's loads of names, isn't it? Al.
Edge. Oh, it's like half the Attitude Era. Al, Edge, Ed, Lee. Yes. You can figure out who Ed and Lee are.
I suppose they can both get on with things, and hopefully that's that chapter done with at least.
How are they going to decide who the new champion is?
Coin flip.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be a battle royal, wouldn't it?
I think they should do the Gold Rush tournament.
Oh, yeah. We're marked for the Gold Rush tournament here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Cruiserweight Classic 2.
I thought it might be that, to be honest. I thought they might be like, oh, we're bringing it back.
Cruiserweight Classic on 205 Live.
Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world to do it alternate years.
Yeah. Or just give it someone.
Yeah. Hand it to someone. That works well, doesn't it? Get it out of a suitcase. Eric Bischoff comes down, right? He's got a suitcase.
Or let him find it in a bin.
So, like, the people who have held that title, let's go through it, right? TJ Perkins, not over and had a massive injury, right? Then who won it off of him?
Rich Swann.
All the charges, right? He got booted, but whatever. Neville, that went well for him, didn't it? Austin Aries, that went well for him, didn't it? Both out of the company.
Weren't they a short title reign somewhere? Was that Austin Aries?
Tozawa, didn't he have it?
Yeah, Tozawa.
He's about the only one that's not been completely ruined by it, but he also was part of Titus Worldwide, and he's now the least important member of Titus Worldwide. So
is he still a member of it?
Probably not. Probably not. Who else has held the title? I had a whole list of them, and it was just a massive curse list.
It?
Did Jack Gallagher have it?
I don't think so.
Did Callisto win it?
Yes. Yeah, Callisto had it. That's went well for him. Just basically
6 days. It's
a list of people whose careers have been ruined by the fact that WWE decided to do a cruiserweight division. I say ruined by that. Some of them they've ruined themselves. And also half the TV time for 205 Live has been taken up by the Mixed Match Challenge, which this week featured a guest commentator. Not a real guest commentator, but someone over the headset just partway through that was exposed to everybody on Facebook going, ask her over.
Mike Chioda.
Guess what happened after that?
Did Asuka
went over? Yeah, that's what happened,
yeah. The post-match promo was quite good, where Asuka got on the mic and talked Japanese, and then The Miz, who, the commentary has been mentioning the fact that he can't speak a word of Japanese, and it causes issues. In fact, it was Rusev who pointed it out on the live chat, saying they don't speak the same language, how they're supposed to communicate. That's a poor team. And Miz got on the mic and said, I'll translate for you. What she said was, we're definitely going to win this tournament because I'm learning from the best champion in the company. And then when the crowd started booing, he put his hand up and did that thing. My mouth goes up, your mouth goes shut. It was quite entertaining. But then The Miz gets cheered when he's with Asuka, so it's a weird double thing.
Miz gets cheered half the time anyway. He got cheered on Monday night, but
yeah, he did.
We'll talk a little bit about Raw 25 in a moment. What I want to bring some good news out of Phoenix. Good news out of Phoenix is that the Royal Rumble location for 2019 is in fact going to be Phoenix. Now, you know that they went to the University of Phoenix Stadium for WrestleMania 26. Now, they're not going there again because, first of all, it's much bigger than they could fill for a Royal Rumble, and secondly, it's quite far out of town. But what used to be the Bank One ballpark, it is now called something else, which I don't remember the name of. But basically, the point is the Phoenix, the Arizona Diamondbacks.
It's called Chase Field.
That's it, Chase Field. The Arizona Diamondbacks ballpark is going to be the venue for the Royal Rumble next year.
Yeah.
So they're bringing the Rumble to a stadium again. The second time in 3 years.
A stadium without a roof.
A stadium with what? No, it has a roof.
Does it have a roof?
Yeah,
it's
it
a
does.
baseball stadium.
Yeah, but it's in Texas. Is it not always on in Texas?
It's in Arizona.
Yeah, but
same
it's
thing.
in Arizona, so that's why they're Arizona Diamondbacks.
Whatever.
But all right, there we go.
Where's Arizona? Is that not Texas?
No, it's a
Is it
state.
Oh no.
You're a state. That's who's a state. You.
I don't know how America works.
No, clearly not. So
It's like it's near which state?
Grand
Las
Canyon's
Vegas
near
in?
it.
Near Nevada and
Yes,
in
near
that little
Nevada.
area in LA.
It's like over the west side. So you're right. It is warm a lot of the time,
Yeah.
but that's part of the reason why they got the roof. Because if you imagine, you don't want to be playing baseball hot in like. I've been to when it was Bank One ballpark. I've been there.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah, a lot of good travel links. So yeah, be cracking. Have a great laugh.
Good for commuting.
Yes, it is. 50,000 or so, just below, I think, capacity.
So they'll tell everyone it was 70,000, won't they?
Definitely, yeah, 100%. Because they had so many people on the pitch. Never mind all the stuff backstage and all the stuff that they had to build. No, that doesn't take any space out. Fine.
A massive roller coaster and a ring above the ring. And
in terms of things that happened on SmackDown, because we're going to talk about Raw in a minute, Kevin Owens is apparently injured. Like, legit injured. Like, really hurt. So they did a little injury angle for him where AJ Styles was like, oh, I'm having this match, but I also want to pag at you, so I'm going to put you in the calf crusher a lot. It's a bit lucky for them, really, that they've already established this handicap match, because like he's not going to really do much, is he?
Yeah.
I think basically what'll happen is, if he's out there at all, or if they don't like kick him back, he'll probably... Well, we'll talk about this a little bit more in the Rumble preview, I guess, but they're basically going to have to cover for him being injured. So good old AJ Styles. Another case where he's having to carry the company, isn't he? Or at least carry half the company.
another notch on the ring post in the injuries too.
Yeah.
Well, other people injured themselves.
I don't think he injured himself in the same way. Because having a bunch of people injure themselves by doing like weights and stuff. Now, I'm not making any accusations at Kevin Owens, but I don't think he injured himself doing weights.
I mean, look at I injured myself doing weights, and look at me. He's in slightly better shape than I am.
Yeah, is he though?
Yeah.
I mean, no, that's a bit of a shame.
Kevin Owens is a professional athlete. Just think about that.
Yeah.
But then again, so's like Phil the Power Taylor before he retired. So
It's not a sport though, is it?
well,
Any sport you can play drunk is not a sport underneath my sports.
Well, all right.
rules.
all right. Well,
You say that, but like I've been down to the five-a-sides, been drunk, so
Well,
Yeah.
that you can play like successfully drunk.
did you score?
I mean, you literally practice it in a
didn't
pub
score,
or a
but I don't
garage.
score when I'm sober, so it doesn't really matter.
The only place you can practice darts is a pub or a garage. That's like pretty much the exclusive places for everyone's dartboards.
Well, no, I think it's a sport.
It falls under the same rule as any sport that can be stopped by light drizzle is not a sport.
What?
It's like cricket. If there's light drizzle, they have to
Play a record. Play a record. Come
Yeah.
on. Right.
The rules of sport.
Let's talk. Right. So we're gonna talk a little bit about Raw 25, but we're also gonna preview the Royal Rumble and NXT and all that stuff after this.
The Royal Grumble Podcast. He's fertile. Remember that.
Who's gonna win the Royal Rumble? Yeah, the British Bulldog. I've got a history in Royal Rumbles. And tonight, I'm gonna remake history by winning this next Royal Rumble. Tonight, because I'm bizarre. I'm bizarre. I'm bizarre.
Welcome everyone to the Royal Grumble 25. It's actually not 25. We've done more than that. So, if there's only been 25 Raws, how come they did that Raw 1000?
I'm not sure.
reset.
I'm not sure how maths works.
Oh no, neither are they. Do you remember that time they were like you'll know
25th anniversary of WrestleMania.
The 25th anniversary of WrestleMania was the 25th WrestleMania, which is mathematically impossible because you can't have an anniversary on the I wouldn't have my first birthday on my 0 on the day I was born, would I?
It's your first anniversary.
Exactly. So it was the 24th anniversary. So
Yeah. Let's not talk about WWE math.
Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about the actual show then.
The math spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
What?
The Scott Steiner promo.
Oh yeah, 63 and a third, and then
That means I have 113.33 chance.
133 chance of winning. And anyway, Samoa Joe, you fat. So he's fat. Great. Scott Steiner wasn't on this Raw. That's a bit
No,
shame,
he should have been. He should have done Steiner.
He was probably banned, wasn't he?
Yeah.
You know, like he's banned from
I
everything
thought they'd
else.
reunited him, Stacey Keebler, and Test.
Ah, yeah, the testicles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great team then.
Yeah.
Stacey Keebler wasn't coming to this.
Kelly could bring like his pot of ashes and like.
Stacey Keebler's got better things to do, like being George Clooney's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a job.
And being on that show on E.
Yeah,
Which
probably.
one's she on?
I don't know, but she was on
Housewives of Miami?
She was on How I Met Your Mother once. She got off with Neil Patrick Harris.
Oh, no, that's not. That's Kelly.
See? Sexist. So it says they're all the same. No. So.
All these
Kelly
Bond
was
fangirls.
on this show anyway,
Yeah.
along with a lot of other people. But the first person on the show, it's important to start a show the way you mean to go on. So who did we start off with but Stephanie and Shane McMahon? Just a quick reminder, there's another 25 years of this to come.
All mates.
Yeah, exactly. You know, in 25 years when it's like Aurora and Declan McMahon standing there going, oh, and here's our parents here, the joint running. And then Triple H is like, get out my way. I'm in charge now. Cut my music. Doing the Vince McMahon walk.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm doing the Vince McMahon walk for you listeners.
He's doing it sat down as well, but it's oddly accurate.
Actually, I would put solid money into WWE stock if it made sure that when Triple H eventually takes over the company, he does it when he like dressed as Vince in DX.
Oh yeah.
And just carries on Vince's legacy that way.
Do you know that their stock?
Shut up.
Do you know their stock's like an all-time high at the moment?
I
that
thought
'cause-
it'd drop after the
Is that because?
XFL.
Well, I thought it's because Vince announced the XFL, but also said, "Yeah, it's all my own money."
Yeah, I think that's why. They're like, yes, it's not involved at all. Although someone raised a good point that I read this week, which is like, you know, we talked a little bit about the XFL as well. Well, what don't WWE own the trademarks to the XFL?
No, it's Alpha Entertainment that own it.
No, but what I mean is WWE owned the trademarks to the XFL. So if it's all just Vince's money and it's independent of WWE, where's he getting the trademarks from? Did he pay the WWE for them? Or are they just a present?
He'll be doing a Cardiff
Merry
City transfer.
Happy Christmas, Dad.
He'll be doing a Cardiff City transfer. Taking money out of one pocket to pay for a play and put it in the other.
Definitely. Although I don't know if we should be having a go about that, to be honest. You know, because we don't know.
Our chairman doesn't own like several clubs and does that.
He does own
continuously.
Thai Union Foods though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, who
Kills
knows?
dolphins and that.
Could be tuna
Allegedly.
money. Let's talk about the actual Raw show.
I literally don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
well, let's talk about Vincent McMahon coming out, and then they brought back Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I thought Vince were dead. I thought that like
Weekend at Bernie's. That's why they need a tournament ring.
Yeah. Weekend at Vinny's.
he looked awful, didn't he?
Really, he looks older every time you see him, which was even more impressive at the XFL conference because he looked older than the previous night when you'd seen him on Raw, where he'd previously looked older than the last time we saw him on Raw about 2 weeks before that. Yeah, he just persistently he's not aging well now. It took him a while, but he's now like the years of everything is sort of catching up with him.
I thought it was funny that Steph even like cut her dad down a little bit by saying, "Oh, I know you can't hear very well, so I'll help you out."
She's getting away with that though, isn't she? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
kept making comments.
Yeah,
What?
funny comments.
Nearly swear. Yeah,
funny
kept
comments.
making
She kept making funny comments about her father.
kept chipping in randomly.
Yeah, she did. That's odd of Steph to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, she's not
Yeah.
got previous at all.
No, I mean, and I'm sure she won't continue that in any other sort of form, you know, whether it's pre-recorded or live or on commentary. So Vince McMahon's is like, I thank myself because, you know, it's Vince and, you know, he's allowed to do that. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes out. How many words did Stone Cold Steve Austin say?
0.
How many did he need to say?
Any.
Oh no,
He didn't need to say a lot, but
I
any.
thought this segment, apart from like the Stephanie bit, I thought this segment was perfect.
Did you like how when Stone Cold's music hit, by the time he got to the ring, Stephanie had disappeared?
Yeah,
They were like, right, we can't
she's got another 2 months to her.
can't
annual
have her in
bump.
the ring because then they'll want her to get stunned, but we can't get her stunned. She literally just needs to disappear. They don't need to address it at all, which was fair enough. A
Or
sensible way of doing
maybe
things.
Stephanie McMahon is Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We've not thought about that, had we?
No,
I'm fairly confident that they're not, though.
Have you ever
It's
seen him in the ring at the same time?
I don't think that.
back in the day, but you know,
yeah, a lot.
Okay.
They might
I
have
think
got a
Stone
double.
Cold would get off with Randy Savage. So,
It might have been like in.
Not
it
his
might.
type. But then again, do you think Stephanie would beat up Deborah?
oh no. Oh no.
No, I think that might happen.
They probably
once.
had a match.
Yeah.
It makes it.
Thanks for that. Maybe that's why they didn't have him say anything. But yeah, they got one of the best promos in the world. Well, one of the best promos of his time. And do you think he charges more per word?
I just think they've got a lot to fit in, haven't they?
True, but I do think there's a high chance that he didn't even say and that's the bottom line.
You know, what this segment showed me.
Yeah, beer.
It reminded me why Vince is so good at this character and his kids aren't. Because Vince went from...
Shane took 2 stunners.
He took 2 stunners, but
it
was just that where Vince were like...
Did you see the bit where Vince pours a beer on Shane?
Bit with that where Vince went from bragging about himself to the thing with the Attitude Era. Every week, Austin got to Vince. Every week, near enough. Whereas with Stephanie and Shane, when they were heel stuff, nowadays they don't get touched.
Yeah, but Vince is right in this.
Did you say Shane McMahon doesn't get Shane McMahon?
When he has a match, but he's competitive with the guys. Whereas Vince goes from, this is my business, blah, 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 and then goes suddenly to...
No, but Vince were competitive with the guys. He had a match with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
And Hogan didn't batter him for all of it.
But they always worked it in a way that, suited Vince and what he could do. Whereas with Shane's one of the guys.
Let's not watch Vince through rose-tinted glasses. He was just as guilty.
In this segment, he was so perfect at making Austin even bigger.
Shane McMahon Vince McMahon was the ECW champion.
Yeah.
Just saying.
With a do-rag.
Oh, yeah, he's not perfect, is he? Well, XFL.
Shane did the old beer spit bump, as I mentioned. So, just... Shane was getting beer poured on him. It was all...
that was so
Austin,
good.
when he's hugged Vince, pours beers down his neck. It's just they're all finding little subtle ways to get at each other. It works pretty well, doesn't it?
Yeah. I did say when Austin came out, this is where Vince dies on air. Because if he takes a stunner looking like this, he's going to die.
So this was all at the Brooklyn Barclays Center, but we transferred across to the Manhattan Center.
Did we start at the Manhattan Center?
Yeah, they started
briefly. The first people we saw wasn't Shane and Stephanie, was it?
It was
Jerry Lawler and
Jim Ross. Yeah,
great.
They were awake.
Glad to see them.
Yeah.
They weren't sleeping. The monitors were very low.
So anyway, we went back to them, and after there was a women's match. Sorry, excuse me. They had a women's match.
Yes,
it was 6-women tag. Asuka won.
Asuka, Bayley, and Alexa Bliss, and Mickie James.
And then, of course,
versus Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville.
Then because they've got a women's Royal Rumble, as with the rules with any multi-person match before a Royal Rumble, they've just got to all lob each other out. Yeah. So that's what they did, which is fine. That's their chance to do the spot. So they went back to the Manhattan Center. King's there. He's like, oh, yeah, what a great competition. But I can't wait to see some poppies. That's a real thing. 2018. Jerry the King Lawler on telly in the Manhattan Center going poppies.
Yep.
Can I say something about the Manhattan Center? Right? I saw a bunch of people complaining that it was underused. Okay? Here's why I'm okay with it. Because all the knobheads... I don't know if that's a swear word, but if it is, I'll put some money into it.
Yeah. Okay, in that context, if you were talking about a doorknob,
okay,
but if you talk about a phallus on somebody's head, then it's swearing.
Well, all those people, all those fans, and you all know who I mean, the green T-shirt man, the man with the spray painted jacket, the one that's
the clown
going off with Noelle Foley.
Yeah, the clown.
Yeah, they all went, we want to get into the Manhattan Center. We'll pay upwards of $800. We feel ripped off. Good. I'm glad you weren't there in the Brooklyn one. Good. It was delightful to not see you there. I hate you all. Especially Frank the Clown. Probably not even your real name.
Noelle Foley was at Raw. Brooklyn.
Great. She was like, you bought... Oh, sorry, I bought for...
yeah.
Sorry.
My dad got me free tickets because he don't pay for them.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Bloody... He wasn't there, was he? Is he under accusation for something though?
No, he couldn't travel for whatever reason.
No, because it'll be like, because he's got something with Vince on it.
And Daryl wouldn't have seen it being blocked and that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. You wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So,
Noel Foley's not blocked me though, has she?
No, obviously. So she likes a bad boy.
Yeah.
You're like, well, I don't know if you know, but your dad's blocked me. Oh, I want a bit of you. That's direct quote from Noel Foley.
Yeah.
Don't get his hopes up right now.
No.
He'll leap through him instantly. He'll be on his phone rest of the day.
Really will.
Commenting on Instagram. Next segment, Kurt Angle backstage telling the referee tonight it's about celebration, not chaos. And then we got a ton of people coming into his office.
Kurt Angle's a bit rubbish, isn't he?
Yeah. But we got Jonathan Coachman, WWE shill extraordinaire, Harvey Whippleman, Brooklyn Brawler, Teddy Long. And then we got Brother Love.
He got massive pop, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People really popped for him.
Yeah, it's podcast, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I like that Vince just finds little ways of going, just remember, though, I still own you in a way. Come back and paint your face red and be backstage for 2 minutes.
Didn't he get voted like as number one person people want to see return?
I don't know, but
Possibly.
I don't know if either you picked up on it, but he did his like "I love you" stuff, and then he's got a catchphrase, or one of his catchphrases on his podcast is he does an impression of Jerry Jarrett, which always ends in him saying, "Well, you know," like that.
And he did that, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
good to
then
get
we
that
also got
little
the Boogeyman.
So that yeah. And with his music.
Yeah.
His music just plays in the background because he's the boogeyman.
Yeah.
Didn't smash a clock over his head, though, did he?
He's got Kurt
some
Angle's
worms.
speaker system on his phone hooked up to Bluetooth.
Ah, yeah. He's got a Sonos. Let's pick up on this because I think realistically this was just a bit of a. Go on, right. Next up is Roman Reigns, isn't it? And
No. The next segment
go on
was The Undertaker in the Manhattan Center.
With a wig.
with a wig, not taking his hat, not taking his hood off. But did you notice all the stuff he left in the ring at WrestleMania? He didn't have.
Yes, we had his trainers on.
Yep, trainers, no boots,
Yeah.
no gloves,
Yeah.
no hat, obviously, because he's got the wig on.
He'd borrowed knee pads from Big E.
Got annoyed when people are going one more match. I'm like, what did you expect? Your promo said nothing.
You know, so right, as cool as it must have been to see The Undertaker in that intimate setting again, at the same time, without the big entrance and stuff, he's just like,
It was a bit rubbish.
he
wasn't it?
looks like an old Combi Christ fan or something.
It was a bit just, yeah.
That
It
bloke
didn't-
stood at the back of a Black Sabbath gig who no one goes near.
I know they'd advertised it for the Manhattan Center, but it didn't really work in the Manhattan Center. They didn't even turn the lights off.
No,
Yeah, that was a bit odd.
I assume it's because it would take ages, because it's right old building. I bet it's, turn it off. You got to wait for a cool down. You got to turn them back on. I bet that's why.
Yeah.
just walked out there looking
So,
like...
other week, Meltzer was saying that Cena's setting up his WrestleMania opponent at this show, and that it's going to be a really big opponent.
Yeah, it is.
Now I'm quite worried
Rob
because
Gronkowski.
because I thought it was going to be Undertaker.
What are you saying about Elias? Are you saying Elias isn't big enough for a major feud with John Cena?
Well,
John Cena had a WrestleMania match with Bray Wyatt once.
yeah.
Yeah, so think about
Yeah,
that.
but he said he
John Cena's
explicitly
match
said,
last year was him and Nikki Bella against The Miz.
yeah, but he said that
Memories.
it's going to be like one of the biggest matches ever, did he?
Is it though? Is there any big match left?
Yeah, Cena Undertaker.
Yeah. Do people care as much though?
Well, I think you'd care more than Cena versus Elias.
Wow. No, you're right. I would. It didn't set anything up. What else happened? Come on, let's rattle through this.
Yeah,
APA had a bunch of betting
yeah,
stuff.
APA
Let's just get that out of the way
thing,
now.
yeah.
Get mildly amusing at times. MVP was there looking nothing like MVP because he's aged terribly.
Yeah.
Looks awful. Jeff Hardy was just knocking about. His brother's in the Manhattan Center. Jeff Hardy's just like, oh, can I do gambling with?
He went
Bradshaw
over to the
Layfield?"
Manhattan Center. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, so after the Matt Hardy Bray Wyatt match, for the live crowd, he came out and sang the obsolete song.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exactly the sort of crowd that would enjoy that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
sang
bet they
along.
did. And then they were going. I saw a thing, by the way, Manhattan Center about to break into riot, and it was just a bunch of them standing there going, "We want refunds. We this is insufficient entertainment for $800. Well, don't pay it. Don't pay it, and stop paying for front row. Go away,
So
all
next
of you.
up,
Apart from the one guy who dressed as Bobby Heenan trying to get into the first row.
there was
Oh,
two of
yeah.
them. There was two of them.
Oh.
There was his mate as well.
Oh.
One of them dressed up as him in drag trying to get in.
Yep.
The other one dressed up when he dressed up as a rabbi.
Was the drag one I appreciated
Yeah.
the most. But okay, fair enough to both of them. You two, you can stay. You can replace the green T-shirt man on front row
So next
as long
up,
as you always dress as Bobby Heenan in drag.
JoJo introduced general managers in the history of Monday Night Raw. So we got
Great.
John Laurinaitis,
Yep.
Nick William Regal,
Yep.
Eric Bischoff,
Great.
and then
Eric
current
Bischoff was
SmackDown
there.
general manager Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Just so we could get,
I came to play. I
which has
came
started
to-
off all that speculation again. It's not going to
Yeah.
happen. It's not-
Definitely tease that. Well, there's more reason to think that it's not going to happen as well. If you even thought there was a remote chance that it was going to be at this year's WrestleMania, which why would you? He's signing on the Sunday with Dean Ambrose. Now we know from personal experience the Sunday signings for access are people who aren't there.
It's not like them and Greg the Hammer
Well, like,
Valentine.
last time it was a couple of years ago. You know when Seth Rollins was out of WrestleMania,
Yeah.
he was there on the Sunday. Last year it was someone else who was injured. Basically, if it's Sunday, you're not wrestling
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
aside from anything else, often it's difficult for them to even get across in time for the start of the show. So there's a Sunday signing, you're not wrestling. So he's on the Sunday signing, so he's not wrestling. That's it. He's not wrestling.
So yeah, then we got Roman Reigns versus The Miz.
Yeah, he will, but for Progress or something. Actually, no, I shouldn't have a go at Progress because I like them. He'll wrestle for, who do we not like? IWA Mid-South. There you go.
Do we hate IWA Mid-South?
Of course we do.
Yeah.
Everyone hates IWA Mid-South. They're the only ones who still employ Michael Elgin.
Roman Reigns versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title happened now.
Yeah, that was fine.
It was an alright match.
Yeah.
Miz getting the
Roman
title
looked
back.
a bit weak, didn't he? But don't worry, he's got his heat back. Do you know how he's got his heat back? He's announced his participation in the Royal Rumble. I bet the people in Philadelphia can't wait to see that.
Yeah, so he's dropped the belt so he can win the Royal Rumble, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, yeah. In Philadelphia. Again. That worked well last time.
Do you think they should have, do you think it'd be more effective for him to come in at number 1 and last all the way through and win it, or come in at number 30?
I think definitely have him come in at number 1 because then they'll exhaust themselves and then it'll be less vociferous at the end. Definitely not number 30 after last time.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Who's that going to be? Oh, it's Roman Reigns. They've trolled us all.
So next up we got the Peep Show with Christian.
Yeah, but not with Edge because Edge couldn't get there.
Yeah. It was Jason Jordan and Seth Rollins
So
as his guests. Jason Jordan's starting to embrace stuff now and starting to get a bit better in his role as
for ages. He's still boring.
He's starting
just
to get a
less
bit
boring
better at
because he's
it.
a bit of a heel now.
Yeah, where he's kind of just like, yeah, you know.
Do you think this was meant to be the cutting edge?
It was supposed to be the Cutting Edge
yeah.
Peep Show. They now they do it as both of them, don't they? The Cutting Edge Peep Show, that's the little thing. But Edge couldn't.
Because Vince hates Christian, doesn't he?
Yeah, he
Just
doesn't
put a
like his
dot on his face.
The dot on his face. Ugly.
So we got an interview with Alexa Bliss.
So
said that she was going to make history and blah blah blah.
Yeah, roll it on.
Bray Wyatt versus Woken Matt Hardy in the Manhattan Center.
Yeah, they don't take Woken Matt Hardy particularly seriously, do they?
Oh,
Beat him
dear.
in 5 minutes to Bray bloody Wyatt. Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I think if anybody's going to class herself as obsolete, it's Matt Hardy, isn't it?
Pants. You've had his pants down, mate. You've done him again.
After that match, we went back to the Brooklyn Arena. What's it called again? Brooklyn
Barclays Center.
That's the one.
I've been there.
And we got the Parade of Women from Raw's history.
Yeah.
We got the Bellas.
None of them even announced their participation in the Women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I thought at least one of them was going to
Do you think all these aren't going to be in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I do now.
Do you think it'd be like Lita? She weren't there, so she'll be in it. Molly
Possible.
Holly, Victoria.
Molly Holly says she's not going to be in it.
Oh, right. Yeah, but if I weren't going to be in it, if I was going to be in it, I'd tell people I weren't.
Yeah, I suppose.
So yeah, we got the Bellas, Maurice, Kelly, Lillian Garcia, Jacqueline, Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Terry Runnels, Maria, and Trish Stratus.
Tori Wilson looks better now than she did then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. She does. And I said it earlier, but she does. She looks better now than she did then. Amazing. Stunning. Actually, stunning. Kelly looks the same with her weird teeth.
I always just think her name in WWE was Kelly. Her real name is Barbie Blank.
What's the worst name, though?
No, in terms of wrestling names, Barbie Blank is better than Kelly.
It's too much like say what you see, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But still, it's just one of those things that
Move
bugs me.
on.
You get a worse name. So our 3 started with Elias crossing paths with Chris Jericho. I enjoyed this little segment.
Yeah, how come Jericho... I know how come Jericho didn't get to go in front of the crowd because they don't want him going... He's wearing his Alpha Club t-shirt for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Available in Hot Topic and from New Japan.
Yeah, I'm sure he would like you to plug that. You got to go backstage, though, Jericho.
Yeah. Everybody would be chanting New Japan shit, wouldn't
Yeah,
they?
they'd be
I said I
like-
just swore.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
That's another one for
we've
Joe.
all had a little swear today.
No,
Also for
Yeah,
the
we are.
show,
mine don't really count.
Yeah, he does.
through the show, we got these Saturday Night Live style screenshots of a load of different moments from Raw history. I thought they were cool, but at the same time, I'd have rather seen a little montage in the middle of just all the best moments.
Next.
Yeah, we got Elias.
This was awful, weren't it?
Well,
Let's just say it.
right, let's be honest. Okay, if you temper your expectations, it wasn't. If you know going in, it's just a nostalgia fest and the odd decent thing, then you'd be happy with it. But if you were expecting this to be amazing, massive before the Royal Rumble, it would have been awful, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
It
mind
would
it.
have been
'cause-
awful if you were stupid enough to pay $800 to go to the Manhattan Center. Ha, ha, ha.
I mean, I don't
I'm
watch Raw at
openly
best of
laughing
times.
at you.
So I enjoyed the show because everything moved quick and stuff. It never dragged really. It just kind of was on. And I was
Right.
playing Football Manager at the same time too.
Right,
So
well, that's why it was drag, because you were too busy trying to get Shuffle Wednesday to win the Europa League.
actually, I'm not playing Sheffield Wednesday.
What?
Who you
Yeah.
playing us?
Because I haven't played it in a few years.
Traitor.
I started as Man United. Just 'cause
Traitor.
it's easy.
Oh, God.
What?
Get
Easy.
off. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Move
But
on.
I thought the beauty of Football Manager is you pick a rubbish team.
That's what I'm going to do, but I'm waiting till after the transfer window finishes when they release the update, so then I can do it all properly with the current teams.
Easy. Or does he just want to win?
I'm just trying out tactics and stuff with
of
a
course
bigger
you are,
squad.
mate. Of course you are.
I bought Dele Alli for 110 million.
Oh, here we are. Go, move on. What else happened on the show?
So Elias was back out
Faster.
in the ring. I really like Elias's segments.
Yeah,
now.
he's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, like just
Not good at wrestling.
It's
though,
the very
shame.
subtle look he has of utter disdain for the fact people won't let him sing his songs.
He was wearing a T-shirt with Johnny Cash giving the middle finger on it.
Yeah.
So they had to shoot him from certain angles so it didn't show Johnny Cash giving the middle finger. And then he smashed John Cena with the guitar. So that's actually someone getting an upper hand on John Cena, only to inevitably get eliminated by John Cena in the Royal Rumble. That's how it's going to end.
Yeah.
And then that's it. They might have a match on Raw.
Just to point out, in that promo, John Cena said that both he and Brooklyn have balls.
Great. Cheers, John.
Just presented without context.
Yep.
The Godfather crossed paths with Mark Henry.
Mark had sexual chocolate. Mark Henry tried to shag Godfather's missus.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know about this segment. Next.
Yeah, Heath Slater and Rhino versus Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil.
This was an excuse to get the Dudley Boys out.
Yeah, double DQ.
I've seen the Dudley Boys in the Brooklyn Barclays Center, right? When no one knew they were going to be there. This time everyone knew they were going to be there. They barely even made a noise. So, from personal experience, I can tell you, no one cared.
Next up, we got a cool little segment as well with AJ Styles being interviewed and exchanging Charlie Caruso for Mean Gene.
Yeah, that was quite funny.
Where he did his Hulk Hogan.
Something like, yeah, it does Hulk Hogan tribute. That's it, though.
Yeah.
That's all that was funny.
And then we got, at the Manhattan Center, DX.
DX, yeah. Triple H looks more and more out of place here. Shawn Michaels has looked more and more out of place since they've been doing it the first time. So this was like 10 minutes of them with their mates just going, oh, we're all mates. And guess what? We've got another mate. It's Scott Hall. Go to an ad break.
Do you think that
Kevin
Triple
Nash
H,
would have been
so
there
in
if he
this,
had
he mentioned
surgery.
Rick Rude and China.
Yeah, did you?
So it's the first time China's even been mentioned for a while. And
apart from that whole show where they did massive tributes to her when she died.
But like, do you think
we
it's like
absolutely
they're mentioning her now because they think the stories of her death will be higher on the Google list than stories of other things she did, extracurricular activities?
I just think like it's much easier to be nice about people after they've died.
Yeah. Shame, really, isn't it? That sounded way too dismissive.
Yeah,
like,
really
wasn't
did,
dismissive
really
towards
did.
her. That was
Sounds
dismissive
terrible.
towards WWE.
You already contributed to Bobby Heenan's death, so let's carry on.
Whose fault was it for this
You.
one?
It was
No, it
your
wasn't.
fault.
It wasn't me who came out with all the stuff. I believe that one was on Daryl.
You killed Bobby Heenan though, so who? You killed someone you love.
So we got.
We're China, most I was indifferent.
Intrigued, but
You
indifferent.
love China in a way.
In a way.
Yeah.
Never had a Playboy though, did I? Never got my mum to buy me China's Playboy.
Mate, you can't ever have a go.
Yeah, I got my dad to buy me
Got your
a
dad to
short.
buy you Shawn Michaels' bum poster.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
You had him put it up as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have no shame about any of this stuff.
Neither of you have any shame.
We got New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn in his
That's
50s,
DX,
still in
yeah,
just
it's
ridiculous
still
steroid
DX.
shape, allegedly.
Old people just doing DX stuff. But then,
Road Dogg did the full intro, which he actually called him Badass Billy Gunn.
probably because it's like late on by this point.
Okay, because I know when they did the run when they
plus no
came
one's
back.
that bothered about them saying ass anymore, are they? Like they relinquish it on occasion. I know what you mean, but like, yeah.
And then we got the 1, 2, 3. Well, not 1, 2, 3 kid. We've got X-Pac. And then
Looking terrible. They all look terrible. All of them look.
I thought X-Pac looked better than he has done in his recent runs.
right.
He also-
I haven't seen his recent run, so I still think he looks terrible.
just as a side note as well, after they did all this segment and stuff, X-Pac had his dog with him at Lula, if you've ever seen that dog.
No.
It was a rescue dog that's got a broken jaw, and
Right.
it's just ridiculously cute.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but
he
Yeah.
had him at ring
Move
and all
on.
that.
Right.
not.
Rescue
Yeah.
dogs.
Next,
cool.
the Revival came out and had a go at
Oh, well, we got Scott Hall and...
Scott Hall I talked about.
yeah, we didn't get Kevin Nash, though, did we?
Spending far too much time on this.
Yeah, and then the Balor Club.
Yeah, Balor Club. They're like, oh, we're going to fight you. No, we're not.
We
Let's
do
all
two
be
sweets.
mates.
So then we got the Revival
Do you
versus...
think this would have been better if they beat him up?
Yes, 100% better. But don't worry, they saved that for the Revival to come out and do nothing.
Yeah, Revival versus Anderson and Gallows.
That tag match was really boring, weren't it?
Yeah, it was really bad and not like it was bad enough that if you think about the type of people that are at the Manhattan Center, they didn't even pop for Revival. They didn't even like the fact that they made a slight noise for the fact that the Balor Club were coming out, and they didn't care about a match between the Balor Club and the Revival.
Why would fit Balor in his trunks?
Why not do a little jump in it?
Okay.
Plus Triple H is always putting him over. He's like, I love you, Finn Balor.
Look at those
Look, Vince,
thighs.
look how Irish I am. At least let me take over.
So then after all that stuff, we went back to the Barclays Centre for the last segment. We got the Parade of Legends, and then we got Braun, Kane, and Brock Lesnar to come out and do a bit ready for Sunday.
Just a bit of a
for
fight,
the
innit?
main event of the Rumble.
Brock got out of there quite quick enough, didn't he? He's like, I've made my money. See you later. Paul Heyman was there. That's it. That's the end of Raw 25. Raw 25 was, it. Like I say, if you walked into it knowing all it's going to be is nostalgia stuff, and maybe it'll be all right if you enjoy that. Other than that, it's going to mean nothing. Nothing happened. Nothing was furthered. Even the slightest change was that Miz won the Intercontinental title. That's it. Nothing else happened. Nothing else was.
He really should have done a promo just saying thanks for holding on to that while I was busy doing a movie.
Basically, like it was a 3-hour advert for the WWE Network, which would have been better. You'd been better off buying the WWE Network. So nothing got pushed towards the Royal Rumble. So let's talk about the Royal Rumble instead.
Well, just a quick thing, because NXT Takeover also happens on Saturday, and we know the streak of takeovers technically normally being better.
One. Never been a bad one.
Yeah, and they're always better than the WWE pay-per-view the next night. Like pretty much always. In fact, always.
They're shorter, aren't they?
Yeah, and
did you see on the XFL thing, by the way, when Vince said 3 hours is a bit long for a football game?
Yeah.
Are you on your wind up, Vince?
Well,
what pay-per-views are 7 hours?
And Raw's 3 hours.
Raw's 3 hours.
If they do
You've
go
got
to
2 hour
Fox.
pre-show, are you on wind up?
If they do go to Fox, they'll probably be going back down to 2 hours. So that's like what we can hope for.
Fingers crossed.
Because all Fox affiliates have 10 o'clock news. So it'd have to be 8 till 10 for Raw.
Yeah, but when they were 2 hours, they used to have an overrun, didn't they?
There'd be no overrun for news. They have to get rid of overrun. They don't need overrun anymore because that was a thing from the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah, but they used to use it.
Yeah, they still use it and stuff, but it's just kind of like a leftover part. It's not really needed. It's just an extra 5 minutes of just to boost the ratings for people turning in for the next show.
Here's the card for the Royal Rumble, which we're going to talk about now and preview the Royal Rumble. No, I'm not kidding. Talk about TakeOver.
Yeah. So we'll quickly run through this. The opening match is Cassius Ohno versus the Velveteen Dream. This will be a really good match.
You seen that weird video of Cassius Ohno being like, actually, I'm called this, and I'm Chris Hero as well.
Did he mention the fact that his original name was Wife Beater?
No, but while we talk about real names, what's Ricochet's real name?
Trevor Mann.
Trevor
Mann.
I'm surprised you didn't know that one.
No.
Like, I don't know if it's because I watch a lot of Chuck Taylor stuff, but Chuck Taylor always refers to him as Trevor.
Everyone
he refers to people by his names.
Everyone knows him as Trevor now, and he'll always be called Trevor on here.
Because last year they did Ricochet versus Trevor Lee in
I think
PWG.
Trevor might be the next Cruiserweight champion.
And I think either Trent Barretta or Chuck Taylor retweeted the match announcement with Battle of the Trevors.
Trevor fight.
So yeah, we've got that match. We've got the Undisputed Era defending the tag titles against Authors of Pain. Be all right.
When did they win the tag titles?
They won them a few weeks ago on NXT.
Oh, I don't watch it.
Ember Moon versus Shayna Baszler. They set this up with quite a good promo on this week's show, where it was Ember calling her a bully and Shayna going, I don't care, you've got to stir the waters to catch a fish, and I've got the big fish waiting for me now, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Aleister Black versus Adam Cole. They had a really good match a few weeks ago, and their feud's been built nicely. It's an Extreme Rules match as well, so expect O'Reilly and Fish to get involved.
Aleister Black.
And
That's all I
then
have to add to that.
The main event is Andre Cien Almas defending against Johnny Gargano, who's had the big babyface comeback story.
Love it.
And this is the return of Tommaso
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait to see Tommaso Ciampa come back.
He's got to come back and cost him.
Does he cost him the belt, or does he come and beat him up after he's won it?
I think he'll cost him.
Okay.
Since he said that, I'll say the opposite, even though I think what he says. So I think he'll come and smash him afterwards.
Yeah, because he won't want him to have any happiness. He, in fact, keeps posting pictures. You know, like when you, with your wrestling figures, like you'll create certain scenarios. He did it recently.
Yeah, I did a good one, didn't I?
He did one where it was him throwing Johnny Gargano through the barbershop window.
Oh, okay.
Good that, innit?
Yeah. And then next night is the Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Remember the Alamo? That was last year.
That was
yes,
last year. This
we
is
do
Rumble
remember
for
it.
all.
Turns that slogan that I complained about did work.
Rumble for all.
Rumble for all. Is random names that aren't in WWE in the thing on the background this time?
No.
Because last year we had like Zack Sabre Jr. and stuff.
Sting.
Yeah,
Those are the
Sting.
ones that I remember. No, I think they just looked for somebody for each letter. And down the Z. So Zack Sabre Jr. that I'll do.
Right, so
The Royal Rumble.
there is a pre-show to this that has 3 matches.
Yep, 2 out of 3 falls. Gay Bench versus Usos.
Not the pre-show.
No, that's on the main show.
No, it's not.
Pre-show is Kalisto, Lince Dorado, and Grand Metalik versus TJP, Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and Drew Gulak.
Right, well, I'm not watching that.
No,
Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus The Revival.
Not watching that.
And Bobby Roode versus To Be Determined.
Yeah, it's an open challenge for
Dolph
Bobby
Ziggler.
Roode's
It's going to be Dolph Ziggler, isn't it?
Yeah, his music won't hit and he'll walk out and get no reaction. And yeah,
It's going to be Dolph Ziggler.
Well, at least it's on the pre-show if it is.
It's got to be on it, surely. No?
No. Probably will be,
I think
but
it will
why
be.
does it have to be?
Or it'll be someone
Why
else
can't
than Dolph Ziggler
just
attack.
retire and go away? That
Focus
can
on his
happen.
comedy career.
Well, I thought it was happening, but I'm quite convinced he's going to come back and,
Yeah, you're
and win the
probably
belt,
Well, so who cares?
making this past month like totally
Pointless,
meaningless. Yeah.
utterly pointless.
So
just like 205 Live, appropriately enough.
on the main show, we have the Usos versus Chad Gable.
Benj versus
Yep.
Usos. This will be all right.
Yeah.
This should be a really good match. Chad Gable's absolutely brilliant. Like, he's just so good.
Despite the fact there's 2 out of 3 falls, I still don't think it'll get very long.
Yeah. Then we get the Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus Cesaro and Sheamus.
Okay.
Tag titles back to the bar.
Yeah, all I'm thinking is that's too many tag team matches already.
Yeah, that's 3. And it's that's 4 if you include the cruiserweight, which I don't because they don't count.
AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the WWE Championship.
This is going to be AJ Styles against Sami Zayn with Kevin Owens tagging in. And
which
tagging
is a
out.
handicap match. It's another tag match.
Yep. Kevin Owens will tag in from Sami Zayn after he does like the haluva kick and try and pin AJ. They'll have a little falling out, and then on SmackDown they'll have a little argument, and then it'll be back to like nothing ever happened.
Yeah.
Because they work much better as a team. And the yep thing really annoys me, which means they're doing their job in a way, but it really annoys me.
Have you seen the adverts for this, like before YouTube videos with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn?
No.
So Kevin Owens is like saying, "Oh, we're going to go and do this," and Sami Zayn goes, "Yep,"
So
and then we do this, "Yep,"
It's
we do this,
annoying
"Yep." And he says, and then it'll either be Sami Zayn, "Yep," or Kevin Owens. Then Sami Zayn just gives him a look, and it's really good.
So annoying. That yep thing.
Well,
Just doing my head.
Just on a side note with Kevin Owens, last week I bought the Ring of Honor Kevin Steen Hell Rising compilation because I'd not really watched much of it in the past. And his title reign in Ring of Honor was really good. There's there's like a 3-hour interview on it that is really, really good because it's out of character and it's just him talking about how much he hated Ring of Honor at a part and stuff. But then the matches are all really good and you can see so much of that little run that's built into how he works in WWE now. Like especially with how vocal he is about things.
Well, like in the ring, like you can hear him calling shots. Or
Nah,
okay, just checking.
Yeah,
it might be a bit like that.
if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend that set. It's a good one.
There you go.
Brock Lesnar
I'm not
versus
selling
Braun
it on eBay
Strowman.
though, so what's the point? Like,
Yeah.
some of my DVDs on eBay do have Kevin Owens in them. He's called Kevin Steen.
You're selling Ring of Honor DVDs, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
still selling them. I was back on sale now.
Did you know The Rock?
Manhattan Mayhem 2.
Did you know The Rock thought his name was Killstein
That's
because he continually tweeted him, and he went to Kurt Hawkins and went, "Who's this Killstein guy?"
pretty
But then The Rock is actually a Kevin Steen fan as well. Like before he went to WWE,
yeah.
he tweeted
He
him
is
a lot.
now because someone went, see this guy who also has a bull tattoo? Not as good as yours, and you can't really see it as
Your
well.
Rock got his covered up.
Yeah, Rock's is a bit crap now.
What an idiot.
So,
The
yeah,
Rock, you multi-million-dollar star.
so it's the Monster Mash for the WWE Universal Championship.
I'm not looking forward to this.
I think it's going to be so short and so bad.
I only realised this week that, like, I know Kane's, he's got on a bit and stuff, and I have some need to talk about this, but he's got a bit of a belly nowadays, hasn't he?
Well, he's going to be a bear, isn't he?
His tight vest that he wears isn't as flattering as it once was.
Yeah, he don't need to do push-ups and stuff because he's going to be a bear.
Brock
but-
pins Kane.
Yeah.
Do you know, I read a rumour that Braun's going for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania against The Miz.
That'll be good.
That'll be 30 seconds. It's
Yeah,
not a problem.
be good.
But, like, they're really getting it the wrong way round, aren't they? I hope they got Roman Reigns at the world title level, possibly, and Braun Strowman at the Intercontinental title. Why don't they get it? But why don't they get it? They make it a star.
Because Roman's going to be a big star, mate.
But he already is, in a way.
He's the money.
He already is, in a way.
And he
So-
hasn't done steroids.
Yeah.
That's a whole other story that was coming out, and the guy's apparently releasing evidence next
It's not
week.
a
That'll be
proper
fun.
story, though. It's not a proper story
Yeah.
until it's a proper story.
Yeah.
It's like, I could
Like
tweet Roman
sexual
Reigns and
assault
say,
in wrestling.
what? Well, that's not...
Let's not get on that rant
How
again.
have you even done that? You disgrace. Apologise.
What?
You can't... They're not even remotely comparable, are they?
What?
Because one's an actual story and one's not a story yet.
Yeah, but the one that's not a story got reported on more than the one that is a story.
Oh.
That's
Did it?
pretty much, yeah.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, yeah. I suppose
Ryan
by-
Statton stopped his car to report on it.
Oh, God. Yeah, but... No, I don't want to say what I think of those
Yeah.
people. We already had a lot of that.
Check out last week's show
Yeah,
to hear
if you want
thoughts
to hear
on
our
that one.
opinion of those people, just check it out last week.
Or ask Joshua.
Yeah, ask
Ask 5-year-old Joshua.
Yes,
who
ask your
repeated one
friend's
of my-
young son, who then swore.
Hi,
his
Joshua.
father.
It's Uncle Dan.
Oh God.
Can we like talk like nicely, but then like tell kids to go say horrible things to their parents?
I know. I was thinking about it, but then
No, because
like,
this will backfire on me in 2 to 3 years. I don't like it. Little Mo will be like swearing back at me. What have I done
his
now?
5th birthday, Daryl's like, I've got you this
You're
selection
not
of
gonna
CDs.
let him listen to this rubbish, are you?
No.
He'll bring him a
Sometimes he
USB
does.
stick.
No, we probably won't be doing it anymore.
No, probably
I
not.
don't think we're going to be doing it for XFL 2020, are we?
Is it? Well, I was planning to hand this to my son.
Were you?
No. So
So-
let's talk about first Lady Rumble.
Women first.
Yes, sexist. They're equal. Go at the same time.
Notice I said women's
Really?
and ladies first.
So, Lady Rumble.
It's women's Royal Rumble match.
Yeah, featuring 18 women on the roster. Apparently, a bunch of people from NXT and 3 people who you might be interested in.
Bianca Belair will be in it.
The straight up question is Ronda Rousey coming out, Daryl?
There was a TMZ video where she was at an airport and the bloke were talking to her and said, "Have you signed a contract?" And she said, "No." She said, "I'm not going to be here for Royal Rumble or WrestleMania because I'm literally flying out now to film a movie." Whether that's a lie or not is another story.
She also said Travis Banks was a good human. Not Travis Banks. Travis, whoever
Her
she's married to.
who Dan knows.
She said he
and
were a
no one
good
else knows.
person.
Right. Dan, I'm going to ask you then. Is Ronda Rousey going to be there?
Yep.
Yeah, probably. I think she probably
I want her to be, but
Yeah, I don't know if I care. What do you mean?
As long as
Yeah,
she's not the one
do
to
you, want,
like.
do you want her to win or Nia Jax?
Yeah, that is. Don't get me wrong. No, this is what I'm saying.
Nia
It's
Jax
like,
ain't winning.
Well, no, I was using an example.
But like, this is what I'm saying. I don't. It's not that I don't want her to be there. Like, obviously, it's more interesting if she wins it than someone from the roster already, because that's like, oh well, there's a little bit of intrigue to it. But I don't think I care that much.
You'd rather your prediction come true.
Yes, well, exactly. Yeah, this is
Let's
what's
talk about
important.
it.
You know who's doing commentary, don't you?
Michael Cole,
Maybe, I don't know.
Corey Graves.
Possibly. Do you know
Percy
who-
Watson.
but they need a female presence because it's the Women's Royal Rumble. They deserve to have a female presence. So
Well, they've had Beth Phoenix doing commentary on Mixed Match
not
Challenge.
good enough because she's.
Lita did it for the Mae Young.
No, Spanish, so they don't like them. She's not Spanish. And
Trish Stratus.
who's the no busy. So who's the figurehead of women's wrestling in the WWE?
James Ellsworth.
No. So he's just the first women's Money in the Bank holder.
Oh, the one that started the women's
The one that
evolution.
started the women's revolution. I mean,
AJ.
Divas Revolution. I mean, women. Hey, get away! Not even as a joke. Oh, I'm CM Punk's wife. Yay! I started the revolution. Did you though?
Maybe she bring a gong out with
appeal
her.
to a bunch of weirdos. Go away, AJ Lee. Can't be doing with you.
What if she comes out and wins it?
Go away.
Skips down to the ring.
She won't though, will she?
Get smacked in
Oh,
face.
we both were treated badly. Were you though? Right? He had to wrestle with a staph infection, and sometimes you had to lose. Oh, I don't want to wrestle Paige. Shut up, AJ Lee. Go away. And
Yeah,
use the shag tape.
Stephanie's on commentary.
Stephanie's on commentary,
Yeah.
yeah, which means she's gonna be like, it takes a queen, take her headset off, go into the ring, win the whole damn thing.
Or she'll go in, eliminate somebody out, and then Ronda Rousey will come down and eliminate her.
High chance of that, yeah.
While we're
All I'm
watching this
saying
match,
is that, do you think this gives me more chance of being right or less?
Well, it's more chance of
It
it.
definitely is, isn't it? Yes.
Because she'll have the
Odds are
Jerry Lawler spot of
100%.
entering from the commentary
100%
desk.
entering.
while the
You
commentary on
weren't
this
even
match
sure
is
she would
on,
go in. I was
Yeah.
always sure, and now I'm right.
while this commentary on the match is going on, I might actually put my headphones in and listen to an album of some sort while then just watch the match with that. Rather
Well,
than
while
listen to
you're at my
Stephanie.
house.
Rather than listen to Stephanie.
That's rude. So
Yeah.
there's other
I
people
mean, it
around,
is.
so behave yourself.
Just as rude as Stephanie being there.
No.
Yeah, you're around
No.
other humans. It's not just us two.
Your company. Behave as such. Can't take him anywhere.
No,
You know what I mean?
can't. Genuinely can't.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Man Rumble.
Roman wins, doesn't he?
I'm less interested in this.
I
than
don't
the
think
Women's
Roman's
Rumble by
gonna
a
win.
long way.
No.
No.
I think it's
Nakamura.
going to be someone from SmackDown.
It'd probably be
Nakamura.
Nakamura, because it's Philadelphia, in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got 2 bets on, which is Roman and Nakamura. but I put them on 2 weeks ago, and I'm now avoiding the odds because, like,
Yeah.
remember last year when it was like the odds are saying Randy Orton? I was like, well, that's stupid. He's not going to win. Oh,
Well, we discovered last night. Well, I discovered that Trent Seven is 180 to 1.
there you go.
Might be worth
So,
a quid. He's not even in
Tyler
the
Bates
country.
only 80 to 1 though. So
Yeah, and he is in
he's-
the country.
He's a better bet because he's actually in the country.
Do we
Yeah.
think Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne are going to be in the Rumble match?
Tyler Bate 100% no, 100% not going to be in it. No chance whatsoever.
I think Pete Dunne
Small
will
chance
be.
Pete Dunne will be in. In fact, there's a reasonable chance actually. I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Pete Dunne will be in it.
Yeah, but What's point if you're not going to then debut him? Like, they debuted him once and then didn't bring him back. What's point? What are you going to do with him? What is the WWE UK Championship? Something for them to take to Progress occasionally.
Yeah.
Why?
They're doing a title match in Future Shock soon. In versus Zach Gibson.
They're also doing one in... Oh, no, they're not actually. It's just Apollo Crews are going to PCW. Go away, PCW.
I'm like in the area for that show and I'm not going.
No, don't waste your time. Not unless Apollo Crews literally phones you up and goes, Dan, do you want to come along with me?
Right, here's the story. I'm in Liverpool on the Friday, staying over, and then I'm in Manchester on the Sunday, and we were going to stay over all weekend. But instead of going to PCW, we're coming home instead to go for a meal.
Good, you're better off.
Well, yeah, don't give them
money.
Like criminals your money.
Yeah, because if you pay for a ticket, they might go, thank you. Okay, can I come in now? Oh, you
I
need
was
to pay for a
tempted
ticket. But I did just pay for your ticket. Oh, no record of that here, mate. Sorry.
Zack Sabre Jr.'s on show, but I'm seeing him in Liverpool the night before anyway. So
There you go then. Exactly. Don't give PCW money. Go away, PCW. I can't say swear words anymore, can I? Right, so go on, one word then. Who wins the Rumble, Dan?
out of choice is Nakamura.
It's not one word. What's one word?
Nakamura.
There you go. One word. Who wins the Rumble, Daryl?
Roman.
Okay. I'll say
John Cena.
triple.
The.
Yeah, well done. See that you've got a whole one. And his name is John Cena. You think he'll win? No, probably not.
No.
So, what do you think the best part of the Rumble will be?
When it's over.
I think it'll be the fact that we're watching it at Daryl's.
Actually, I think the best part will be the Women's Royal Rumble because I think it'll be interesting.
The Royal Rumble bingo.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I do enjoy Daryl's Royal Rumble bingo.
Yeah, it's double bingo.
Yes,
Double
double bingo,
bingo.
double
Yeah.
prizes.
Yeah, twice the bingo, twice the prizes.
Mega.
When we do his Royal Rumble report next week, we will talk in detail about Daryl's bingo. I'll bring my bingo card along.
You see, you've all heard Daryl's quizzes. His bingo is at least as good, if not better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's all right. The bingo cards are ready. They're done.
I love it. I can't wait. Super excited. That's what I'm more excited for that than the men's Royal Rumble.
Did I win last year as well? I've won 2 years in a row, haven't I?
Oh, here he is. His show.
It benefited you the year before. I gave you my prize.
Yeah, I used it for my wedding.
Yeah.
It's a real
One of the prizes is sat over there. It's a Hacksaw Jim Duggan action figure because he's the first ever Royal Rumble winner.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's in my little display with the Ultimate Warrior covered up by a comic.
A great bunch of lads.
Yeah.
Anyone
It's very
going to
visual for
show up
podcast.
after the Royal Rumble? Anything else? You know how they do that a lot lately after super shows? No?
What? What do you mean?
Velveteen
Do you
Dream.
mean like the night after Raw?
Yeah. I don't know if because they might try and make it that.
Yeah.
You know, they do that a little bit now.
Yeah.
Velveteen Dream.
Velveteen Dream.
Daryl? anybody?
Trevor.
Trevor.
Yeah.
Big Trev. Yeah, of course, Big Trev.
Oh, War Machine going
Any
NXT.
other prediction for like surprise entrance in the Rumble?
X-Pac.
X-Pac, yeah? You've been
No.
saying them for about 2 years.
It's never going to happen, is
Okay,
it?
definitely
He's got the
happen now. You
hat.
said it won't happen.
He's got
Kamala
he's got a
on
bad
one of
hat.
those Mission Impossible swings.
Al Snow. Al Snow. That's who it is. It's Philadelphia, so it'd be like
Tommy Dreamer.
RVD.
Yeah.
Return of
Is
Rich
he
Swann.
contracted to anybody at the moment? RVD?
Probably not.
No. Do you remember that time he did the one-shot deal?
He's doing 5-star. I don't know if they're contracted.
Right. He probably had to be signed for them because, like, you know,
Deposits
they
and
took
that,
his name. Cracking. Well, we're all super excited about the Royal Rumble, aren't we? And that's it for the Royal Rumble this week. That's all we've got to say about the Royal Rumble on the Rumble. That's it. Don't forget to go to facebook.com/Royal Grumble. Don't forget to go to twitter.com/Royal Grumble Pod. Send us a tweet. Send us your predictions. Send Dan abuse. Why not? You know, it's fun.
Ask Dan what I said before the show.
Ask Dan what he said before the show. Yeah, by all means, please. Don't forget you can check us out on Twitch. We're on twitch.tv/Royal Grumble Pod. No?
Oh,
On Twitch. He's just too busy smoking, is what he's doing.
he's
It's
vaping.
unhealthy.
This is a no vape zone.
It's exactly. It's
It's
unhealthy.
my room.
It doesn't matter. Not the point.
I don't want second-hand vape.
Sour apple.
I can't smell. I've got blocked nose.
Vapist. So that's it.
And you can't teach that.
No.
Twitch.tv/Royal Grumble.
So that's what I just said. See, you're shaking your head. No, you
wait,
vaping.
listen.
Don't know. The vape has gone to all our heads now. We're mad. We're tired. We're hungry. Especially Daryl. Say goodbye, Daryl.
Goodbye, Daryl.
Say goodbye, Dan.
Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.